In the red corner, he stands at 6 feet tall and tips the scales officially at 169 pounds. He is fighting out of Liverpool, England, and is representing Next Generation MMA with a mixed martial arts record of 2 wins and 2 defeats. Make some noise for Adam Cullen. Opposite him in the ring in the blue corner, he stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs in at 169.3 pounds. He is fighting out of Gateshead, England, and is representing SPG South Shields with a mixed martial arts record of 3 wins and 3 defeats. Make some noise for Bobby Scott!
Legend, welcome back to Cage Warriors, the Academy Northwest. I'm Jamie the Haymaker Hay, here with Jason the Blast Furnace. What have we got next, Jay?
Adam Cullen, Next Generation, taking on Bobby Scott of SBG South Shields. 2 good young fighters from respective gyms, and big shots coming in straight away, standing in the pocket and exchanging heavy punches. Wasting no time, and a right hand over the top for Cullen. But Scott fires straight back.
This is some beautiful combination from both guys.
Oh, got clipped there, and then Cullen in for the first takedown.
Yeah, they both sort of got clipped at the same time there, but I think Cullen wanted to get straight to the ground after that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for it, but just the selfish part. I mean, he didn't want either of those guys to shoot for a takedown, give them what the first 30 seconds gave us.
Looking to pass that. That's a choke attempt there.
Yeah, and Scott's a fighter that I saw fighting many years ago under different teams, but he has seemed to come on a lot under Alex Enland at SBG South Shields.
Yeah, I think he's you've seen him fight before on the likes of Ice and things like that, so very good young fighter, big lightweight as well.
Good show this Shinobi, and all the matches have had good gym versus good gym, nobody ducking the fights. Both guys got tough fights here tonight. You know, there's certain teams you find your name against them on paper and there's going to be a good guy there opposite you. Yeah,
this is certainly not the show for that. This is one where the matching's always spot on. Always good gyms fighting against each other, good records. You know, as you can see tonight so far, it's been some great fights. I'd like to have seen a little bit more of the stand-up from these two because it was a great start.
And Bobby Scott pushes off the floor and manages to use the fence to his advantage back up to his feet.
Which gives Cullen another shoot for the takedown.
Got to be careful of the guillotine, almost a 10-finger, like he's setting up there. He's got his head in tight.
He's got it.
It is there. Is it there?
He can use that.
It looked like a little tap was coming there and lots of pressure coming in from Bobby Scott. The cage was helping him, but he's still got the position. Has he managed to, has Cullen managed to free the hands away? I think he has. But that was extremely close, Jamie. Hey, it looked like there was almost a tap there.
It looked like there was, to be honest with you, but
maybe just thought about it and then decided against it.
Yeah,
very close.
It was a tough position to be in, that 10-finger guillotine. It's a very unorthodox sort of move that not many people trying to pull off because of the gloves in MMA.
Gets on another guillotine straight away as he's taken down his Scott, but
he's got to be careful of the Von Flue from the side though now.
Yeah, this time Cullen out of that one. He's got a good position, good cross side there, and he's working that shoulder in on the neck, as you can see, Jamie, as you mentioned.
There we go, pulls that head out, looking to put the pressure on from the side now. He's Cullen.
Yeah,
a bit of a torrid time there with them submission attempts.
Yeah,
though.
He went from submission to submission there, threatening off his back, but now Cullen just managing to slow the pace down a little bit. Control from the top position. Landed some nice shots there.
Yeah, he's putting some pressure on from the top, using that shoulder pressure. And landing shots as well now. You know, it's a better end to the round for Cullen. It was a fantastic start on the feet for for both guys really, but Bobby Scott seemed to clip Cullen, made him go for that takedown, change it into a different kind of fight. And you know, I think if I was in the corner of Bobby Scott, I'd want to keep this standing now.
Yeah, you know, he's certainly threatened, and you look at him, he's a physical, strong young lad at the weight, which showed when he's muscled his way into a couple of them guillotine positions. But yeah, he had good success on the feet, and when Cullen has been able to get set on top, it looked like he had good control. And just then at the end, you know, Scott didn't look like he had the option to get back up to his feet. So he doesn't want to get stuck on his back for prolonged periods, because otherwise he's going to see this fight drift away.
Let's see what they got in this second round. Like I say, I mean, on a selfish point of view, I think we'd like to see some more stand-up because of that start to the fight was so good.
Yeah, if they meet in the middle again and just go shot for shot, I think the crowd would enjoy it.
Oh,
There
nice shot there from Cullen off that jab.
Oh, good right hand over the top from Cullen.
Yeah, uses that
Scott
jab
fires
beautifully.
back.
Uses that jab to step off with and then throw the overhand right. Finishing off the combination there, but...
And both guys managed to maintain the composure in the pocket. Going jab for jab. I mean, Scott is the taller guy, but he's not necessarily using it to dictate the range. He's happy to... Oh, nice right hand, but well-timed shot from Cullen.
Fantastic level change there. Straight into beautiful takedown.
Now, that extra bit of commitment that the right hand requires was enough for Cullen to get underneath, get the hips.
But we did see from the bottom last time, there's a lot of attempts from submissions from the bottom from Bobby.
Yeah, he's managed to get a butterfly guard there. He's got an overhook. Going to work for the sweep. Trying to use the hooks to elevate a little bit. Obviously disrupt the base.
Yeah, he can push off there and now stand up. But good work from Cullen to see that.
Creating scrambles though is Scott. Just didn't quite have enough space to escape that time. But it's what he needs to do on that position. Needs to create a bit of space, try and work back up to his feet.
Yeah, I mean, again, the pressure from the top from Cullen's been second to none from start to finish in this fight. And he's doing exactly the same thing again here, making it a really awkward fight for Scott from the bottom.
Yeah, stepped over for the pass there now. He's got a side control position. Cullen can
shoulder pressure.
Work from there. Switches the hips to get a good control.
This is where he can sort of look to knee on belly maybe. No, he's given that up. Good work from Bobby Scott.
Yeah, Scott doesn't stop working from the bottom to his credit. He's trying to shove the head and get back up to his feet, and it does.
There we go.
The guillotine attempt again, straight back on it, and this time he jumps guard for it.
Yeah, drags his head into the cage as well. This is really tight as well. I'm looking at this.
And Cullen trying to get the tripod up to take some of the pressure off, needs to fight the hand, get it from under his chin.
Yeah, this is a really bad position, but he manages to get his head out there. Will that gas the arms of Bobby Scott? Another attempt at a guillotine. Very quick to jump guard on that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he fancied his chances at that one. But the closest attempt came when he stayed on his feet with the 10 finger. And now he's got to use his energy again, trying to work his way back up the fence to his feet. As Cullen just grinds away from the top.
Again, good pressure though from the top from Cullen. Not really giving an inch to Bobby Scott. Even when he's attempting to stand up here, he'll look to drag him straight back down.
Yeah, good work from Scott to get back up, but only 10 seconds left in the round.
Made it a very awkward fight for Bobby Scott, hasn't he?
Yeah, Cullen's just, he's been on him like glue. There was a little early exchange there in the first round, but other than that, Cullen pressuring forward, looking for the takedown. Scott, to his credit, never stops working. He's always trying to scramble up to his feet and look for something, but Cullen on him, white on rice, just sticking to him, and yeah, as you say, making it really awkward, making it one of those kind of grindy, gritty fights that, if you're the guy in the bottom, you tend to be losing.
Yeah, and that's it. Apart from the couple of really good shots that Bobby Scott's landed, and obviously the guillotine attempts, the pressure has all come from Adam Cullen, and that's what the judges are going to be looking at. The pressure, and he's not really took a backward step as Cullen, and he was that takedown was a great level change as well. Third and final round.
So 2 rounds in the bag, 1 left. Oh, good right hand there from Scott stepping in, but overcommitted a little bit. Is he going to get to the back? Cullen looked for a throw there, but didn't quite have the leverage under Scott's hips, and they got his back taken.
He's got one hook in now. He's got that inside hook in, looking to put some pressure on and to start throwing some shots. I'd like to see that right leg come across as well, and good work from Cullen.
Yeah, he did well to roll out there and put him back in the guard. I was just going to say, very early in the round to have someone on your back attacking.
Yeah,
Nice
this
shots
is
from
really
Scott.
good work from Cullen. From Bobby Scott, sorry, just now going to the side control, looking for that broken scarf.
Yeah, punched
Switched
his
in.
way through the guard there, opted for going that route instead of working a what you might call a more technical pass, but in MMA, punching to pass is just as valid as anything else.
Keeping that side control now, looking to possibly throw some shots from here. Emlyn shouting for some hammer fists. Exactly what you like to do. I'd like to see maybe a knee on belly from here as well. He's trying to close off the pass.
Yeah, and depending how the judges have seen this, he might be coming into the round third. Bobby Scott needing a finish. Urgency, he's got the arm trapped, some nice shots coming through.
He's got the arm really trapped off now, and he's throwing some good shots, but
Cullen's
trying
still
to
in
roll
there,
through.
yeah, trying to move the hips, trying to free the arm off, but he's
not enough
them.
to stop there. No, to stop the fight.
Yeah, they just when you want to keep the knee on the arm to trap it, they're not the most powerful shots, but they do get through. But Cullen's done well there, and he's going to come up on top.
Yeah, great work from Cullen. Good work from the top again. Tied Bobby Scott up a little bit here, but that was some good action from Bobby Scott in this third and final round, Jay.
Yeah, he had a great position there, landed some good shots, had the arm trapped, and now, I mean, when he was on top, you can see how aggressive he was looking for the shots. Cullen is more grindy kind of style, going chest to chest. Just trying to keep using most of his energy to keep Bobby Scott pinned. Scott looked for the sweep there, almost had it but not quite. Back in a familiar position.
Yeah, I think this has been a much better round for Scott in general because of the attacks that he's made so far. But it just depends obviously how they've looked at the first two rounds with them beautiful takedowns.
Yeah, and obviously the moment of the fight probably was the guillotine attempt from Scott, and it's how highly is that scored as well. It's been a very back and forth fight, pretty evenly matched, a great fight from both guys. Cullen's had most of the pressure, he's been coming forward, he's landed most of the takedowns and controlled more position.
Yeah, he nullified that work, what Bobby Scott was trying to do there.
Scott
Stop that takedown.
tried with a Kimura sweep there to finish. 3 rounds in the books, 9 minutes worth of fighting. Again, we said at the start of the fight, 2 good fighters from 2 good gyms. And that's exactly what we saw. And yeah, we're going to need the judges to separate them this time.
Yeah, I think that was a lot tougher to call on that one. But I think it was just a good fight in general. I mean, the frantic start to the fight was obviously what made it for me. It was some great punches sort of landed, and then Bobby Scott landed a fantastic overhand and caused some damage from that. Made it a different fight really, because Adam Cullen had to take him down, and he changed the dynamics of the fight. And from then, Cullen just tried to get the takedowns. Well, succeeded with the takedowns and had some good control, but some great submission attempts on the other end on Bobby Scott.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards to declare your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the red corner, Adam Cullen.